Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair comes to the Kumasi City Mall tomorrow. Hashtag Stop Galamsey now.
Let the water flow. I will speak to him directly. President John Dramani Mahama.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM here in Accra. We are on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi, myjoyonline.com, an affiliate in all 16 regions of Ghana, including Jata FM Karaga, Jatpa FM Buipe, AI Radio Bogatanga, Sky FM Sunyai, Space FM Takwa, and Radio Wa in Wa, live on X Spaces, Facebook, and YouTube. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Our top stories this afternoon: mother of the 8-year-old girl who perished in the Dansoman market inferno traumatized after returning to find her daughter locked inside their shop and engulfed by flames. Details as victims plead with government to come to their aid as the community reels from the devastating blaze. Also, the impact of illegal mining has opened the door to ruthless exploitation in the central region, where a gallon of borehole water now goes on high as 5 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, Okada one, you give back 5 cedis. But or your customer now pronounce them, they will to me and 10 cedis. Let us work consider no.
Only tell boy ya for no, you say, ye, hona, yetu, go answer Yankuaso.
More in our continuing series, Dear Mahama, Stop Galamsey. Also, Joe News intercepts confidential report revealing how the Minerals Income Investment Fund lost over 700 million cedis in a gold trade deal with Gold Ridge Refinery Limited.
But we stopped the gold trade altogether.
We'll tell you why these losses occurred shortly. Also, we are live in Parliament, where the leadership of the House prepared to go against each other in the conclusion of the 2026 budget debate. Also, Ghana Health Service calls for stricter enforcement of air quality standards as respiratory diseases increase across the country.
Health facilities continue to record high numbers of respiratory, both the upper and lower respiratory tract illnesses.
Also, Ghana to install new condom vending machines and take other powerful HIV preventive measures by 2026 as new cases in HIV rises.
To me, they mean condom. Yeah, of course. I say audit of fair share rubber. I enjoy.
And less than 24 hours to the biggest housing fair in the Ashanti region, the Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair, and Chapel Hill is ready to assist prospective homeowners own a land and build their preferred home in a gated and secure community. These and more with me, Pearl Ofori. This is Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible. This afternoon, the impact of illegal mining has opened the door to ruthless exploitation in the central region, where a gallon of borehole water now goes for as high as 5 Ghana cedis. With water scarcity deepening after the pollution of the Ayensu and Pra rivers, water has become a commodity controlled by private sellers. Okada riders now double as water couriers, charging desperate households for every gallon they find. Emmanuel Jivenu has more in today's episode of Dear Mahama, Stop Galamsey.
Emmanuel Ejuri is an Okada rider in Kwinyako. He no longer carries passengers. The towers at Kwinyako have been dry since the Ayensu River died under the weight of Galamsey pollution. And a new business, water exploitation.
My customer ni enye nsu no me kura me pe bia je se ma pe baby aye far away na makwakwa sa nsu yeah Okada wa na ye je back 5 cedis now finance am dey with me and me 10 cedis na je se wa consider no.
Across the central region, thousands are living in the same story. In Yakrum, Jonas, a tricycle rider, has become a water courier.
Senipana the gallons there, a BG 2 cedis. But I know 1, 2 dear member, be 10, 15, 20 dear, and before one another, Menyeska. Only tell boy for no say. The science is simple. When the river dies,
the treatment plant dies. When the treatment plant dies, the community becomes desperate, and in desperation, exploitation thrives. In Kwenyako, he no longer carries passengers.
The
taps at Kwenyako have been dry since the Yensu River died under the weight of Galamsey pollution. And a new business, water exploitation.
My
customer called me for water, so I came to fetch from this borehole. We motorbike riders charge 5 cedis per gallon, but if the person is my regular customer, I may reduce it and take 10 cedis for 3 gallons.
The Ayensu River, which feeds the Kwenyako treatment plant, is now thick, brown, and unsafe. And in the absence of clean water, exploitation slipped in quietly. Families with nothing are forced to spend the little they have.
Illegal miners are polluting the Ayensu River upstream. This is the problem the activities are causing for us downstream.
In Yakrum, Jonas, a tricycle rider, has become a water courier.
If the customer brings their own gallons, I charge less. I only accept it when it's 10 to 15 gallons. That's the only way I can make money. We tricycle owners are even considering increasing our charges because this is our peak season.
Families struggle just to get water, often unsafe. Some walk miles for borehole. Others give up and return to the polluted river that caused the shutdown of the Kwenyako treatment plant. The science is simple. When the river dies, the treatment plant dies. When the treatment plant dies, the community becomes desperate. And in desperation, exploitation thrives.
It's alleged that government officials are involved in this illegal mining. We hear about it on the radio. Even the chiefs, no one can mine on their land without their approval. We are pleading with the government to help stop the illegal mining.
Dear Mahama, water has become a luxury in the central region, and families are paying the price because they have no other choice. A crisis created by Galamsey has become a marketplace for survival, where a few profit, while entire communities drown in water poverty. The people of Kwenyako, Nyakrum, and Setrehiman are not asking for much, just the right to drink clean water without being exploited for it. Imano Jivanu, Joy News, Central Region.
And let's take you to Dansoman here in Accra, where a devastating fire struck in the dead of the night has left a mother of the 8-year-old girl who died in the incident in severe trauma. She had returned from an errand to discover that her daughter, locked inside their shop, was trapped in the raging flame, burning her beyond recognition. The midnight blaze tore through more than 80 shops, leaving destruction across the market. The Ghana National Fire Service later confirmed the child's death as firefighters battled the inferno into the early hours. According to eyewitness accounts and Deputy Greater Accra NADMO, the mother, who had been living in the shop for years, stepped out briefly to buy an item before the fire broke out. My colleague Collins Frimpong has more in this report.
This particular market is an enclosed space, so the Ghana Fire Service has secured the area and has prevented traders and also other people to come in. But what I can see here is that several gas cylinders and also stoves were also in here, that even though the Ghana Fire Service can't really pinpoint what really caused the incident, we could see that gas cylinders and other things that we know they are all inflammable and can also cause fire outbreaks have also been seen here.
I'm finding easy. 11, 12, midnight in the morning. My first at 12 o'clock. Yeah, but cry in your car. Bijana, the junker can't cry, you do Dansoman Sonic Junction. Near Fat Taxi by Metro Yampa. Just say me be a woman a shop no man fa ba kumpo industrial machine 3
There was nothing in the shop I could salvage. 3 industrial machines and some clothes were all that was left. But I lost everything.
And I'm a loan leader, group loan, me na me di enim. Umusika da ho. So ashe. 1,600. Ashe.
I'm a group loan leader, and the 1,600 for my group was in there. On top of that, I lost my child security service recruitment document. My
Air Force work, office work here, baby. Fire service or apply for
the recruitment security service recruitment.
Yes, or apply for intimate in your money by year man. My BBR, you apply with person that want me for coffee and also ashi.
And my colleague Collins Rimpon just returned from the Dansoman market. He's in the studio with me. Collins, you've been there since morning. How are people in the area reacting to this rather sad incident?
I got there around 7:15 a.m. today, and quite a huge number around that particular area, and the place is quite an enclosed space. So Ghana Fire Service has secured the place. Okay. So all the people, the victims, everyone that have been affected, or people that want to get a feel of what is happening, were outside the market. And I try to engage them to know what really it's going through, it's happening, and what they think may have caused the fire. They don't really know. Even the Ghana Fire Service now has begun an investigation. But what I saw was that a lot of people are in distress because of the incident that happened.
Collins, thank you so much for that update. Now we can go on the phone lines and speak to the Greater Accra Regional Fire Commander, ACFO2 Rashid Kwame Nisau, and he's joining us for more on this story. Good afternoon. Thank you for your time on the Midday News. Based on your preliminary assessment, what do we know about what caused this inferno?
Okay, good afternoon to you, madam. Good afternoon to you and your cherished listeners and viewers. I would like to go on with the cause of the fire because it's still under investigation.
Okay, very well. So there are concerns about accessibility and the layout of the market. Did firefighters face any challenge getting to the seat of this fire incident?
Yes. So the market is a congested place. One market, you have people who are tailors are there, the dressmakers, these welders, and everything. People who cook. One shop is a bar. The next one is a tailoring shop. The next one sells plantains. This type of market are the problems what is causing the problems for us. Because what happens that we term it as mixed cargo. You see, fires are not the same. We have classification of fires. We have Class A fires. We have Class B fires. We have Class C fires. And we have Class D fires. We even have Class F fires. And all these fires are dynamic. They are different in their own way. So extinguishing them means that you need different extinguishing media. So that if you have one kiosk that is Class A, you try to tackle that by using water. The next one will be Class B. You need foam. The next one will be Class C, and so on. And you realize that it creates a lot of problems for firefighting, and that is what we encountered there this morning.
Very well. Beyond the 8-year-old girl who died, do we know of any other casualties?
Not to the best of my knowledge. What we know is that the 8-year-old girl was left in the market there, and then the mother went out. Wherever she went, nobody knows. So after firefighting, we really discovered that this girl was burnt by the fire.
Are you also able to tell us where the mother of this 8-year-old girl is?
That is where the question is. At the moment, we are even looking for her to give us further information on what happened, and we are not getting her. And the advice is very simple. This is a market dedicated for buying and selling. This is not a place for people to use as their homes. So nobody expected that there would be somebody there sleeping. It was after firefighting, then through salvaging, we discovered the body there, and that drew attention that somebody might be sleeping here. And from there, she bolted and nobody saw her until the time that I'm talking to you.
My final question to you. We are entering December, and around this time it's usually dry. What would be your advice to people to prevent such fire incidents from happening?
So, three things come together in their right proportions to give you fire: fuel, oxygen, and heat. In the Harmattan season, you should expect a lot of what? The winds will be blowing. The moisture content in the fuel materials will lessen, and a little bit of heat will ignite. So we should be very careful when we are dealing with gas. We should be very careful when we are ironing. We should be very careful when we are cooking. We should be very careful when our faulty electrical appliances need to be attended to, so on and so forth. I think that is the advice that I would like to give to the general public.
ACF 42 Rashid Kwame Nisau, Greater Accra Regional Fire Commander, thank you so much for speaking to us on the Midday News. In other stories this afternoon, Joy News has intercepted a confidential audit by the Ghana Audit Service revealing how the failure of the Minerals Income Investment Funds Management to monitor its gold trade deal with Gold Ridge Refinery Limited cost the state and the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors to lose over 700 million cedis. The Office of the Special Prosecutor last month detained the CEO of Gold Ridge, Dr. Sledge Nanaya Ododu, after he failed to meet the bail conditions. He is under investigation for suspected corruption and corruption-related offences linked to MIF, particularly in the management of its gold trade program. John News' Kwetenate has been following the investigation, has more in this report.
The confidential audit report in the possession of Joy News revealed that MIIF entered into a 5-year gold trade agreement worth $30 million with Gold Ridge Refinery Limited, GRL. Under the deal, MIIF was expected to earn 15% annual interest. The report further noted that MIIF entered into a parallel agreement with the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors, CBOD. Under this agreement, MIIF was to advance cedis to Gold Ridge to purchase gold, while Gold Ridge was to provide the chamber with US dollars to buy petroleum products for the Ghanaian market. However, after receiving the cedis, Gold Ridge failed to deliver the promised dollars. Gold Ridge attributed the shortfall to foreign exchange losses, but the audit found that the problem resulted from MIIF management's failure to monitor and enforce the contract. The report stated, and I quote, the management's failure to enforce Clause 8 of its agreement with Gold Ridge, which required the parties to jointly appoint an independent auditor within 14 days of the agreement's execution date to audit the transaction quarterly, and their inability to meticulously monitor, review, and analyze the trade process caused the irregularity. The silence of the Investment Advisory Committee regarding this significant investment decision further contributed to this anomaly, unquote.
In other stories, a Deputy Clerk of Parliament, Camilo Puaman, says the inability to pass the Property Right of Spouses Bill remains a blot on the Parliament of Ghana. The bill is intended to create clear rules for the distribution of marital property, ensuring fairness in cases of divorce or death. Currently, 2 MPs are sponsoring the bill as a private member's bill. Speaking at a forum on gender-responsive lawmaking, the Deputy Clerk stressed that the current Parliament will strive to pass this bill.
They felt disappointed in us because we are yet to pass the Property Rights of Spouses Bill, which is one of the biggest blots in our legislature. But we hope that this current Parliament will be able to pass that one through. I know it's a difficult thing, but we will try and see what we can do.
And that's not all. He's also been talking about the general disappointment of Ghanaians about the low number of female MPs in Parliament.
The 9th Parliament, that number would grow significantly. Unfortunately, we only grew from 40 to 41. From our part, I think there's no much to be done. But when it comes to the parliamentary service, when it comes to senior management positions, I think our parliamentary service are doing quite well. We have, in terms of representation, I think we have more women in senior management positions than men as far as the service is concerned. I think our challenge has to do with the elected offices.
And let's take you live to Parliament now, and our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, Kweku Asante, joins me on the phone lines with details, with more from Parliament. Now, Kweku, the debate on the 2026 budget, we know is expected to end today. What is to be expected?
Well, Pearl, both the minority and majority leaders will have 1 hour each to make their contribution on the presentation by Dr. Kasila Toforsen. Alexander Fenyamak, the minority leader, will go first. You have 1 hour. He will reiterate the points his side have made since the start of this debate, that the budget offered no hope, offered no growth, and is simply not one that can turn the tide of the economic situation the country is currently facing. Then we'll have a rebuttal from the majority leader, Mahama Yarga, who will also, as we know, told the path of his other colleagues who have insisted that this is a budget that offers inspiring growth and hope for the Ghanaian people. So any moment from now when the Speaker governs the House in session, both leaders will have a go at each other.
Koko Asante, our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with what's happening there today. Now you're listening to the Midday News. Still to come, Ghana Health Service calls for strict enforcement of air quality standards as respiratory diseases increase across the country.
Health facilities continue to record high numbers of respiratory, both the upper and lower respiratory tract illnesses.
You want to stay with us for the details of that story when we return.
Hey, Ruben. Every 2 seconds notification. The Momo keeps on coming. It keeps on coming, eh?
Ma, I am the community Momo man now. People send money, and with the Momo app, every payment is done. My transactions are flying.
Hey, Adeng.
Ah, ma, you didn't know, eh?
Over 2 million Ghana cedis is up for grabs in the Stillman Saka promo. Transact more than 100 Ghana cedis with your Momo app, and you could win daily, weekly, and monthly cash prizes, and 100,000 Ghana cedis grand prize. And it's not just payments and money transfers. Bank to wallet transactions, savings, loans, investments, pensions, POS transactions, and Momo transactions from other partner platforms qualify. This promo runs in collaboration with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
You know Christmas hits different in Ghana. The jollof is on fire, auntie is dancing in the kitchen, and everyone is fighting over the GoTV remote because GoTV is their happy place. For the women, it's enjoying the latest Aquaba magic dramas like Masasi. For the kids, it's the fun and adventure of Paw Patrol. And for the football lovers, nothing beats live Premier League action on Super Sport. This festive, GoTV is truly your happy place. Dial *759# to stay connected. GoTV. Love it.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
3 seconds on Daddy Ghana. Are you ready? The Blue Magic is rising again as Pre-Sec Legon celebrates 87 years of unstoppable excellence. This year, Pre-Sec and the Odadia Global Association presents the electrifying 87th Speech and Prize Giving Day under the theme Celebrating Our Heritage, Shaping Future Leaders Through Discipline and Academic Excellence. The date, Saturday 29th November. The time, 9:30 a.m. sharp. The venue, Pre-Sec Legon Ceremonial Grounds. The chairman, Odadie Edmond Ahadome, executive partner, The Adome Group Limited. Guest of honor, Right Reverend Dr. Abraham Nana Opare Kwache. Moderator, General Assembly, PCG. The guest speaker, Odadie Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, Minister of Foreign Affairs. And this year's mega celebration is proudly powered by the unstoppable Odadie Y2K Group, the torchbearers of the Blue Flame. Come witness the energy, the brilliance, the heritage. This is Pre-Sec. This is excellence on full display. Oh, come along and join us. Pre-Sec at 87. In thy light, we shall see light.
It's that magical time of the year again.
This December, your Cebu station Joy 99.7 FM is kicking off the Christmas season in grand style. Get ready for an unforgettable night of music, laughter, and inspiration at the Joy Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols, Saturday, 13th December 2025 at Ghana's premier 5-star Labadi Beach Hotel.
Sing along to your favorite Christmas carols, enjoy uplifting drama and comedy that will crack you up from Lexi the Comic and General Entatia, plus soul-stirring readings of the story that changed the world. There will be live music performances from Perez Music, Quindalen, Pastor Ella Somwa, Ofori Ponsa, and Grace Corral.
It's a celebration of faith, joy, and togetherness. You can't afford to miss it. So come, let us adore Him, Christ the Lord. To grab your invite, just send invite with the hashtag Joy9Lessons to 055 11 11 997.
It's the Joy FM Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols, Saturday, December 13 at the Labadi Beach Hotel, where the joy of Christmas begins.
You're welcome back to the Midday News. Thanks for staying with us. Now, the Ghana Health Service is demanding tougher enforcement of Ghana's air quality standards, warning that rising pollution is now pushing respiratory cases to worrying levels across the country. Hospitals are recording spikes in asthma attacks, respiratory infections, and breathing complications. Illnesses officials say are increasingly linked to toxic air, with pregnant women and children most at risk. The Ghana Health Service is urging for actors to rapidly scale up air quality monitoring and accelerate the shift to cleaner energy and low emission transport. Dr. Akosio Jesse is with the Public Health Division of the Ghana Health Service. She was speaking at the Breathe Accra National Stakeholder Convening.
Health facilities continue to record high numbers of asthmatic attacks, acute respiratory infections in children, chronic cough, and breathing difficult. Air pollution also contributes significantly to non-communicable diseases. We have already mentioned that we have the cardiovascular, the hypertension, the heart diseases. These are increasingly becoming common in not only in the urban areas but also in the urban populations. Pregnant women and young children are the vulnerable groups.
Well, the story was a collaboration with New Narratives. Funding was provided by the Clean Air Fund, which had no say in the story's content. Now, condom use remains a sensitive topic for many young Ghanaians, even as the country battles rising HIV infections. From embarrassment at the pharmacy counter to myths about reduced pleasure, these barriers continue to keep essential protection out of reach. Now, the AIDS Commission is bringing new initiatives to change the conversation and make condoms easier, safer, and more discreet to access. Angela Lawe has more in the following report.
The Ghana AIDS Commission recently reported more than 1,500 new HIV infections in early October 2025. Behind those numbers are stories of hesitation, missed opportunities, and risk taken in silence.
Don't like using condom. It's like eating a toffee in a rubber. How do you enjoy it?
Most of us feel shy to go to the pharmacy to get just condom.
Inside the Commission's offices, prevention is being redesigned. The new condom vending machines will provide discreet access without human interaction, one of the biggest barriers for young people. And soon, youth-friendly AI tools will offer confidential sexual health guidance and HIV information online, meeting young people where they already are on their phones. Here is Director General of the Ghana AIDS Commission, Dr. Kamasel Prosper Akabong.
The current new infections are quite worrisome because they are in the age group 15 to 24 year age. It is part of the next strategy that we want to get new set of condom machines that can be put at populations of GADA, nightclubs, tertiary institutions. We also want to put abundant information, even including AI information, chatbot information where you can get information. We are trying to introduce newer forms of prevention, which include drugs called lenacapavir, where you can take an injection. If you are HIV free and take 1 or 2 tablets alongside the injection, you have 6 months protection. One way we look at the electronic aspect is the fact that almost everybody has a Ghana card now. You can go and just swipe your Ghana card and 3 condoms will fall for you. As early as the first half of next year, we should get everything possibly ready to get it introduced to the country.
Now, it's barely 24 hours to the biggest housing fair to ever hit the Ashanti region, the Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair. And if you're planning to have a land and build your preferred home in a gated and secure community, then the Kumasi City Mall is where you need to be from the 27th to the 30th of November. Now, Chapel Hill is offering discounted rates for their litigation-free land in a gated community at affordable prices.
So one thing that we have is we have a logistical support unit. Now the first one has to do with these water issues that you are talking about. The next one has to do with electricity related issues. And then there's a third one which has to do with if you acquire the land, you have challenges in terms of developing it. These units will help you. So we have all these three units which are there to assist you. So for these issues, it will not be a problem.
And you want to visit the stands at the Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair from tomorrow to Sunday the 30th of November at the Kumasi City Mall. And that'll be all for the Midday News. Thank you for listening.